Hi and welcome to my channel. So I'm going to be talking about my all-time favorite topic today, different pathways to become a nurse in the UK. And these pathways, some of them are funded, which means that they'll pay you to become a nurse. Others are not funded. But the whole point of this video is that you're aware of all the different opportunities that are possible to become a nurse in the UK. So if you're new to my channel, you're obviously welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, I do appreciate your time. And I do hope that you are going to be implementing the things that I'm talking about, because 2024 is a year for reawakening. What this means is that if you have been procrastinating, you've kind of been moving your dreams forward every single day. Look, this is not the time. This is the time to take action. So leave a comment in the comment section below and say, Melvis, I will take action this 2024 because I need to have your word. So we're going to be talking about all these 4 different pathways that are currently available for anybody, by the way. It doesn't matter whether you're already a qualified nurse, you've got experience, you've got a degree, you haven't got experience. It really doesn't matter. So there is something here for everybody. And if you're not aware, nursing is a global profession. If you are not a nurse, look, I'm sorry, you're absolutely missing out, because this profession is going to give you fantastic opportunities that no other job will give you. Apart from the fact that it gives you 100% guaranteed job in any country, any day, anytime, it's just a no-brainer. So if you haven't joined this family, obviously hit the subscribe button so that you're the first person to be notified every single day when I drop a new video on here at 10 a.m. prompt UK time. Yes, I dedicate myself to ensuring that I drop a video here every single day. So let me tell you what I like about these particular pathways. So with pathway number 1, I like it because it's got lots of guarantees, which means if you're somebody who is like, hey, Melvis, I've got no time to waste, I need to get started in, I don't know, April of 2024, you will be able to get started with this program as early as you want. So it's more about your choice. When you want to start, you're going to start when you want. With pathway number 2, you get paid, obviously, to become a nurse. So pathway number 2 is for people that are really patient and people that know what is best. That's pathway number 2. Pathway number 3 is more about an accelerated program, which means that it's for people that already have certain qualifications. They are the only ones that can go for pathway number 3, but it's going to take you the shortest amount of time to become a nurse in the UK, which is absolutely amazing. And then with pathway number 4 is for people that are like, look, I'm not in a haste, but I need to get there in a more comfortable way. You know what I mean? When it comes to career progression in life, you can rush to get there under so much pressure. That's another way to succeed in life. Or you can just take your time, do it gently and slowly, but still get to the point. It depends on you, the type of personality that you have, and also the responsibility. Because if you've got kids, you've already got a family, you don't want to rush it because you've got other commitments. But if you're a young person and you're like, look, or you're older and your kids are grown and you're like, look, I don't have these restrictions, then some of these pathways will be ideal for you. So by the way, if you check the comment section below, I do have a free newsletter. I've dropped the link in the comment section. Do join so that I send info such as this directly to your amazing inbox. You're also going to find my contact details on there, my WhatsApp number, as well as my email address, so that if you need support with getting any of these pathways, you need to get in contact with me ASAP so that you can get that one-to-one tailored guidance, get your questions answered so that you can begin to pursue your dreams. Because like I say, 2024 is the year for reawakening. So get all the dormant people, those of you that are still part of the 99% that don't do anything about your dreams, you can join the rest of us, the top 1% that are heavily invested in our personal and professional development. So I also share info about free visa sponsorship opportunities to move to the UK, or switch your visa if you're already in this amazing country that is full of opportunity, and all you need to do is put in the effort to be able to take these opportunities. So again, that's why I'm passionate about all these opportunities. And so please, if you're watching my videos, you better join on and make sure that you're implementing. So as I'm yapping along, if you've got any questions, queries, concerns, do leave all of those in the comment section below, and I'll be able to join in there and just chip in my 2 cents. Or other people, by the way, are more than welcome to also add anything to the comment section. And if they've had experiences especially, then you're more than welcome to contribute to that. So with pathway number 1, You just apply to a university of your choice any day, anytime, and you can apply to become a nurse. With this pathway, obviously, I did say that, for example, as of the recording of this video, it's January of 2024. If you want to get started with nursing, say in September of 2024, you can decide that you can say, look, I want to study nursing from September of 2024, and you can do that because it's your choice. And because it's your choice, guess what? You're going to be paying for the pleasure. So with this pathway, you need to pay. You need to have the money to pay. And with pathway number one, it just depends on your circumstances. If you're British, you can expect to pay just over £9,000 per year, or if you've got indefinite leave to remain, or indeed, if you're self-funding. If you are applying as an international student, you can expect to pay between £17,000 per year to about £20,000 per year in tuition fees. On average, it takes about 3 years to become a nurse through this particular pathway. So you can see that you're going to be spending over £50,000 per year to become a nurse through this pathway. This is the pathway that I use, by the way, to study in the UK. And I can tell you that it was the best decision I ever made. Fast forward to today, would I still use this pathway? The answer is no, I wouldn't use this pathway. Why? Because there are other pathways that are now available. But if you're somebody who's got money, not all of us struggle financially. Some people are very financially abundant. And so, yes, why not? And this leads us beautifully then to pathway number 2. So pathway number 2 is opposite from pathway number 1. With this one, your employer will pay your tuition fees and also pay you to study. This pathway has about 4 or 5 different pathways in between. So I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of that, but let me tell you that I'm going to link that video at the end of this, because this is definitely 100% a smart way to study nursing this time and age. But look, you need to know your stuff, because you're going to be interviewed by the employer and they're going to make sure that you know what you're talking about. If you don't, the chances of succeeding with this pathway incredibly low if you don't know what the job's about. But the good thing is that you'll pay no tuition fees. And if you're somebody who needs visa sponsorship, you will get visa sponsorship to study through this pathway, which means that if, for example, your training is 3 years, after 3 years, you will become a qualified nurse in the UK. You pay no fees. Your employer will pay you about £25,000 to £27,000 per year to study. It is a no-brainer. As I'm going along, which of these pathways do you think is the best? And by the way, if it's a first time meeting, I work as an advanced nurse practitioner myself for the National Health Service here in England. So it's not a coincidence that I'm very passionate about nursing. I love nursing. I think that we're not born as nurses, but we make the choice, the conscious decision to become nurses. Look, in the times of Florence Nightingale, things may have been different, but in the 21st century, it's about opportunities. What do you want? You need to make the conscious choice. I understand that there are many people that you may be watching this video and you're thinking to yourself, Melvis, nursing is not for me. Well, it is for you. If I can do nursing, then yes, you can do it. The rest of us that are nurses, you can do it. That's what I'm saying. So again, I have a private career coaching program, which if you're not convinced, or by the way, it just came to my mind, the ages people who are going to leave a comment and say, Melvis, I'm 50 years old, please. I don't want to see such comments, because the age doesn't matter. The older you are, the sweeter nursing is going to be. Let me tell you, the average age for a student nurse in the UK is the late 40s and 50s, which means that most people studying nursing in the UK are in their 40s and in their 50s. So please, if you are 40 or you're 50 or you're even 60, this is the time where life is just about to begin. Don't sit down and think, oh, Melvis, can I apply? I'm just 50 years old. So please, like I said, instead of complaining about age and looking for a reason not to do anything, leave a comment in the comment section and say, Melvis, I'm going to be applying for this. I don't mean that you're going to be implementing. You're going to be applying for these opportunities. And like I've said, I'm going to link up the video, after this. I'm going to link it up so that you can see the different pathways. If you're thinking, okay, I don't have all this money to pay, that's fine. And I'll link up the opportunities there and how you can go about it without actually paying anything, because it is just a no-brainer, like I've said. So that's pathway number 2. And like I've said, if you need one-to-one tailored support with this, get in contact with myself. If you check the comment section below, you're going to find my contact details. If you want to see info about my private coaching program, you're more than welcome to check the description box below or the about section of this channel, and you're going to find a link to join my private coaching program. And please, like I always say, it is not for everybody. It is not for everybody. It's only for the top 1% of people, because I understand that YouTube is a world of explorers, a world of, people are just like, hey, let me just go to YouTube, see what's going on. So maybe that's how you found this video. So top 1% of people interested and invested in their personal and professional development, those are the people that I'm talking to. Pathway number 3 is more of an accelerated program. So if you're somebody who already has a degree, for example, it doesn't matter the subject, it doesn't matter the country either, you can go for this accelerated program. Obviously, as per the word accelerated, it means that you're doing it in a shorter period of time, and that is for 2 years. So again, these are special UK universities that offer this particular pathway, and you just need to make sure that you can demonstrate knowledge on how you meet the requirements in order for you not to have to do year 1. I've just supported like 6 people in the last 2 months to be able to go through this pathway, and all of them have obviously been successful. I mean, it is what it is. I've been doing this for a very long time, so I've got lots of experience, and there are certain pathways that when somebody joins my program and they want to pursue that pathway, I'm kind of 100% sure that yes, you will be successful through that pathway. This is one of them because I'm familiar with doing it and I've done it several times, and so you become very, very good at it after so many years of doing exactly the same thing over and over. Because obviously I've had my coaching program for over 3 years now, and so having supported hundreds and hundreds of nurses, student nurses, prospective student nurses with this pathway, I have become really, really good at those filling in those requirements and all of that. So it is really, really good, even though I say so myself, obviously. Yes, why not? So yes, this pathway is accelerated. And again, if you need more information about any of these pathways as I'm going along, as you know, there's a lot involved with each of these. The only thing I can do on a YouTube video, I've got time restrictions before some of you start complaining, Melvis, you talk too much. Oh, Melvis, there you go again. Oh, Melvis, how did you mention this? So leave a comment in the comment section if you've got any questions specific about any of these pathways. I'm more than happy to do a video explaining just a particular pathway if that helps. Because like I say, if I go on now and on, I'm going to get complaints saying this, that. So it is what it is. So that's pathway number 3. Now, pathway number 4 is one where you are already a qualified nurse from back home. I know people right now that are out of the UK and have said to themselves, look, I want to study nursing so that I can move to the UK. This is also another way of looking at it. So again, it's a matter of choice. If you study nursing back home, then you can move to the UK as a qualified nurse. Again, there are many pathways for you to transition from an overseas nurse to a UK nurse. And this doesn't necessarily need you to have IELTS or OET. That's the best change that happens in 2023, where the UK Nursing and Midwifery Council, indeed, there was a consultation that went on for over a year, and it was agreed that overseas nurses can work in the UK without IELTS or OET. Again, it's a process that I'm very familiar with because I've supported hundreds of colleagues who trained overseas to work in the UK. So if you're watching this video, by the way, and you are an overseas trained nurse or midwife, look, you can work in the UK without IELTS or OET. If you're already in the UK working as a carer, for example, and you're a nurse or midwife, you've got a valuable qualification. You must make the most of it. I don't think many of us realize how valuable our nursing degrees are, because if we did, we would not be able to just abandon it and do other things as many people do. I know that there are time constraints in the UK. I know that if you find yourself on a job like domiciliary care, it can be very daunting, time consuming, but that should be what is motivating you to step forward and ensure that you transition back into nursing or into midwifery. And I'm urging you, if you know anybody that is a nurse or midwife that trains out of the UK, that is currently struggling to work as a nurse or midwife in the UK, please do me a favor and share this video with them, because there are pathways that they can work in the UK without writing IELTS or OET. I know that that's a massive pain for many people, but again, I've done lots of videos about it. If you want specific information about that, also leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'm more than happy to share that. Again, which of these pathways do you find more, I don't want to say attractive, but I mean, which one are you going to pursue? Basically, that's what I'm asking. Which one will you pursue? Like I said, I went for pathway number 1. At the time, pathway number 2 wasn't available. So since they introduced apprenticeships, it's just a no-brainer. Doing an apprenticeship where you're paid to study and paid to progress in your career, look, it is a no-brainer. And if you're watching my videos, you should have seen enough information about apprenticeships to know that it is a must for you to pursue them. The UK is a country that is amazing when you're able to understand the culture, to embrace the opportunities, and guess what? Take the opportunities. It's not only knowing the opportunities available, it's taking those opportunities that is really the sweetest part of this entire journey. So I do appreciate your time watching till now. Obviously, if you've got any questions, leave them in the comment section below. If you need to contact me, check the comment section below. It's got all of my contact details, my WhatsApp number, my email address. Get in contact ASAP, and indeed get yourself sorted. That's why we're here. So again, check out this video that I've linked up here regarding pathways to study nursing for free in the UK, and this other video here regarding pathways to work in the UK if you're trained overseas without necessarily needing IELTS or OET. It is just amazing what is possible this time and age when you have the right information. Better still, when you're able to implement the right information, because having information and using that information to guide your decision and all of that is a whole different story. So again, check this video out and I'll see you there. I appreciate your time.